The idea is to be able to spend time with yourself while also enjoying the company of others. Every year, if you read through this list and give yourself a few minutes to ponder seriously, you will receive enormous value. Welcome back to another exciting video. Today's video is about 8 things to reflect on this December. Before we start the video, please like, subscribe, and press the bell icon. What a year it's been! Go through the year month by month, noting the highlights of each. If necessary, put it in writing. This refresh causes your brain to shift those memories from the cache of short-term, soon-to-be-forgotten memories to the store of long-term memories. It's easy to reflect on the year that has passed in the blink of an eye until you realize how much you accomplished this year, some of which are pillars of who you are and who you're becoming. You completed another year. You completed the task. You not only survived, but you also contributed to the memory bank. Treasure it, because the memories you take for granted now will increase in value over time. But more on that in a minute. How far you've come from where you grew up. The miniature version of you would believe your present version is the most incredible person on the planet. This thought compels you to recall the days when what you have now were the aspirations you hope to reach someday. Consider your childhood. Consider the difficulties. Consider your childhood house and how far you've come. Consider every toy you currently own that you earned on your own. Consider how far life has progressed. How much space do you have to maneuver, move, and experience? What was life like for you 20 years ago? How is your day going? This gap becomes apparent when you look through some old photo albums. Try it with a partner or family. It will bind you all together. How your life is changing year by year. The last 5 years have most likely been the most significant transformation of your life. You feel more mature and wiser now. You go back 10 years and realize what a moron that person was, and you can follow your evolution year after year. Don't worry about that moron. They were smart enough to get you here today, and you will probably look back on today in the same way in 10 years. Every year is expected to change, even if just slightly. You are expected to learn more about yourself and the world. People make the mistake of believing that the world is fixed and that they are the ones who are continually changing, while it is the other way around. The world is changing, and your default setting is attempting to remain constant. Find a happy medium and go with it. Never pass up an opportunity to improve yourself. Another thing to reflect on is how old your parents are getting. Here's a difficult question. How many Christmases do you believe your parents have left? Less than 30 if our calculations are correct. The picture gets bleak when you only see your parents once or twice a year. You'll only see your parents around 50 times if you're lucky and they remember who you are. We understand that parents can be difficult. They come from different ages, and a diverse world influences their worldview more than the one you live in. But be kind with them. If they aren't entirely toxic, try to forgive them. If necessary, do it for selfish motives. Drink a beer with your father, speak about life, and prepare supper with your mother. If you want, give them grandchildren and let them relive the joy that children provide, because this time, they get to do it without the world's weight on their shoulders. Tell them you love them, even if you're not the type of family that always says it. They must be aware. Who do you plan on becoming next year, and how will you do it? Like riding a bike, your life will travel where your eyes are looking. You must have a vision for your life, or others will impose their vision on you. Use this chance to consider the small measures you can take to get there. Do it on purpose. Think thoroughly, and you'll come up with a feasible plan. The goal is progress rather than perfection, because progress will accumulate. It is not the achievement of the dream that should be celebrated, but rather the development of the individual capable of achieving such goals. Every day, progress is made. It's rewiring your thinking to make your body function in your favor. Everyone wishes for an outstanding life, but few make it a habit to offer a tiny bit of value daily. And we understand, okay? Investing in oneself is costly. It takes time and effort. One day, these will be the good old days. Life is a tragedy when viewed from a distance. Life is a comedy when viewed from a distance. Time puts everything in perspective and shows more of the truth, but the truth comes at the expense of already being beyond the present. So whatever you're feeling right now, good or horrible, will only be given to you as truth. In 20 years, you'll look back on today as the good old days when you were still young and had that fire when you still had it in you. Now, mentally, we're asking you to travel into the future, into that body of yours 20 years older than it is now. And almost certainly, you'd wish you had another shot at the age you are today. So, live your life with that mindset, with the idea that today is better than tomorrow in 20 years. When you do this, everything changes. What added life to your days and what took energy away? It was a long year, and while your energy cup may be nearly empty by now, some experiences infused life and others depleted it. The more you know what drains your energy, the better you will recognize and avoid it in the wild. This is a learned response. If you are continuously stressed and apprehensive, you need more training to navigate life more smoothly. The nice thing about this exercise of dividing things, people, and situations into adding or taking energy is that it pushes you to confront the truth about how you've been constructing your life thus far. Moreover, once you have this information, avoiding the bad and going toward the good is pretty simple. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content.